Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay XCOM UFO Defense. And when last we left off, we dealt with a pair of floater missions that were trying to infiltrate North America. But unfortunately, there was a casualty, and that casualty was Postman Pat. We'll miss you, Postman Pat. We're currently building up this base, and we're also researching a few very important things. We're researching the ultimate craft and the mind probe. We are manufacturing flying suits, and before I think about any more missions, I need to check something. Civilian has a power suit, Stefan has personal armor, Crumpet has personal armor. We need to make sure that everybody that is here has the right kind of armor. We want to make sure that we don't have anybody here using personal armor that should be using a power suit, and I think I've finally got the last two. We'll transfer over those suits of personal armor to Ultimac Vale when the general stores are complete. For now, the general stores are complete. That's handy. Let us build some facilities, shall we? We will build a hyperwave decoder, we will build a living quarters, and we will build a workshop. And we will start transferring things from various bases. We will first send over... how many? You have a personal armor here. We'll send over 10 plasma rifles and 20 clips. That should do. Brilliant. And we might as well send over... no, we won't send that over because we can just buy them over at Ultimac Vale. Let's transfer over to Vale a few suits of personal armor. There we go. And we will buy over here 2 tank rocket launchers and 24 rockets. Might as well. There we go. And eventually that base will be ready to detect various UFOs and shoot them down. For now, we're going to let time advance, and there is all that stuff I sent over, more stuff I sent over, and 1 soldier and 10 engineers. Those engineers are going to go over here to increase the rate of the building of those flying suits. As for the soldier, I have a name in mind. Welcome to the squad, Jarvie. Good to have you on board. Do we have any... we have 1 flying suit available, which means that Jarvie can have this power suit. We have the first suit of flying armor equipped to a soldier, the best armor that we can possibly give anyone. We have alien infiltration Europe, that's fine, but wait for you to get a little bit closer, mainly because we don't want to waste any of the fuel that the Mallard Algo will be using. There we go, and there is another one. We're gonna have to deal with 2 of them, are we? That's fine. You will shoot down this one. Is that over the mountains, or is that just on the boundary of the... that's in the mountains, which means we are going to get a mountain mission at long last. I've been hoping to get one, and now we'll get one. That's brilliant. And we'll shoot you down over the water. Yes, over the water, which means we only have a mountain mission to worry about. Mountain missions present a unique problem, in the sense that there is a lot of elevated scenery. I'm very glad I was able to get one of these. There aren't a lot of places where there are mountains. Okay, we'll ready this, and here's the mountain scenery. I don't think I've ever actually seen the mountain scenery myself. I've only ever read about it. Let's see about finding that UFO, shall we? There's lots and lots of terrain that's going to prove problematic. So we're going to hover up to here and see about finding the location of that UFO. Not here, that's for sure. Right, let's get a lot of smoke. There are some boosters on the back of the flying suit. That's how you're able to fly, like that. You can just use the same thing that you would use to go up and down an elevator, or that I've been using to get the plasma hover tank around. Just use this wherever you like, and you will float up or down. It's really useful when it comes to dealing with chrysalids. It's not so useful if you actually want to stay in cover. But it can save you a lot of time units when it comes to avoiding various things blocking your path. Oh, that sound of the footsteps going over gravelly rock. I I've never heard that before. Never heard that before in the game. At least I don't think I have. Alright, Dawn, get you out as well. And we will end the turn. Don't hear anyone. Okay, tank. See if you can see where this UFO is. Okay, we can see a muton. A muton is there, which means that potentially we could shoot the muton. Sub-Zero might be able to get a shot? Maybe? Let's see what we can do. Marvelous. So I think the UFO is in this direction. It's probably likely that the UFO is in one of the few areas where there's actually some flat terrain, because the terrain is not very flat. We could have you take a shot. That was a huge miss, but you tried. Can you shoot the muton from here? You could try. Okay, you hit the tree, but you did try. Alright, can you hit the muton from here, Dawn? Accuracy is a lot lower. But yes, you can. That was a pair of successful hits. Downside is the muton is still not down. But 2 hits is not bad. Right. Sadwick, we need you to finish off this muton. We don't want the muton to fire. If you can avoid it, just nice shot. If you can avoid it, try your best to make sure that nobody ever actually gets a chance to fire on you. It's just sensible to go, okay, we'll expend loads more firepower than we should, but the aliens will not get to fire on us. Hit a movement. Okay. Plasma hover tank. Keep scouting. Try and find that UFO. Oh, this is really interesting, this scenery. Trying to find where the UFO is in all of this. Okay, this is a corner, so the UFO is... Okay, the UFO is over here. Right. That's fine. We will lower down. Lower down some more. And we need to move over to there. I'm going to end my turn first, though. Okay, there can't be many more aliens. There's a lot of cover over here, but there's really no cover over here. It's just a big open field of doom. Okay, Sub-Zero, you go this way. You could go over the scenery. I'm not going to risk that, that's for sure. We need to see if there's a hole inside the UFO, because if there is, then we can just fire a blaster bomb in. Hole? There's a hole. Right. Let's see what we can do about that, eh? Angel, take your shot. Launch the missile. It's going to go to here. Then it's going to go up. Then it's going to go all the way to here. Then to here. Then down to here. And then to there. Why not? Fire. Well, if there were any mutons in there, they've taken some damage, and there's a lot less cover in there now. And that's always advantageous. Is there only one muton now? Maybe mutons did die and we just didn't hear it. Also, we blasted another hole in the UFO. There wasn't originally a hole there. There is now, and there is one solitary muton over here. No line of fire. Do we need to move a bit closer? There is the muton. There were things, there aren't anymore. Also, we managed to save the navigation. That was it. Excellent. There were only 3 aliens, and Crumpet has made Sergeant. And so that was a Mountainous mission. Mountainous task indeed. And I'm glad I was able to show that off. I think I pretty much showed off every single kind of scenery there is. Let us let time advance and sell a few things, of course, because we have more things. We'll actually keep the alloys, get rid of those, get rid of the muton corpses, and do we have any? We have some rifles that we could transfer over to Ultimac Vale. Why not send them over there? Because they could very well need them. There we go. let the days go by. There they are. I'm curious as to how well we did this month. There is an Alien Retaliation Europe, 1 UFO. I think that was a medium scout. I'm also sending the wrong interceptor. Do not send this one. I know you're keen. But no, go back to base. We'll deal with it using this one. And we'll shoot down this UFO. Kapow! Brilliant. That is a mission for us to do. We might as well go and do it and get some final points for our end-of-month report. I don't think it's going to be plus 6,000 or plus 7,000, but I still think it's going to be pretty impressive. We're talking plus 4,000, plus 5,000. Are we ready for this? Probably not. But we're never ready when it comes to ethereals. Okay. Alright, tank. Find me some ethereals. Immediately. Or failing that, just find me where their UFO is. That does not help. Okay, that does help. Oh, it's a large one. Okay, it's a large one. That's not encouraging. I forgot that they can appear in the large ones. They can appear in any UFO, to be fair, although you don't typically see them in things like abductors and harvesters. Actually, they may not ever appear in abductors and harvesters. Let's have you expend all of these. We need to find out if, there's a hole in there. We could totally blast loads of the ethereals that are inside that vessel. That's a really good idea. That's a brilliant idea, actually. Let's do it. Hidden movement. They can fly. Something to note. They can fly. Let's go over here a bit more. If we could find an ethereal to target, that would be even better. Okay, there's one dead ethereal. You know, I'm just going to fire in there, just as a precaution. It seems like a good idea. Right. Launch missile. Over here. Up here. Over here. Over here. And, down here. And over here. Fire. Well, we have another entrance. A hole in the side of the UFO. But I don't think there were any ethereals in there. Still worth trying. Definitely worth trying. If there are any ethereals around, this tank is going to lure them out. Okay, how many are there? Where are they? Is probably a more accurate question, because I don't see them. Are they over here in these buildings? Are they over there in that building there, having a secret ethereal meeting about what to do about the fact that their UFO has crash-landed and is now even more of a mess than it was before? I have no idea where these ethereals are. Are they over here? There's one of them floating around, having a walk. Hello, Mr. Ethereal. I have some bad news for you, and that bad news is called Sadwick. Take your shot. Yep, that's some pretty bad news. Delivered promptly. Any more ethereals? No? Okay, mind control attempts now. Sadwick has panicked. That's not good. So we know at the very least that there is another ethereal somewhere. But where? Any ethereals in these buildings? No. Are they in the UFO? I would not be surprised if they were in the UFO somehow, and had survived the massive quantities of explosions. They could very well be in that building. That's actually a possibility. They could be in that building over there. Sadwick has panicked some more. Good, Sadwick hasn't ran away at least. What about going to check this building out? It's a good place to hide. If I was an ethereal, I'd hide in this building. Do you know what? If I was an ethereal, I'd hide in that building. I would. So you know what? I'm going to make sure they can't hide in that building. because I'm going to fire on that building with the launcher. We're going to go to here. Then we're going to go up to here. Then over to here. Then down. And then right into this wall. Fire. Well, if they were in that building, it's gone now. And they weren't in that building. But hey, they can't be in the building now. Or they could just be floating. So all that's left is a smoking husk. There might only be one alien left, and I get the feeling that alien is somehow still in the UFO. We should actually reload that blaster launcher. I'm using it way too liberally. Just firing at anything. It's like, it's in my shadows there! Boom! Oh, turns out, not my shadows. My mistake. Shouldn't have shot there. Sadwick has gone berserk. Well, at least you're firing in that direction. Don't fire in that direction, please. I should have disarmed you, but then again I haven't had an opportunity to disarm you yet, because you've just been either panicked or berserked. Right. Is the tank going to reveal that somewhere in here there is a... Aha! Hello! Found you! I have found you. Can we take you out? No. But we know you're there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another shot with a blaster bomb. If in doubt, blaster bombs. Copious amounts of blaster bombs. We know that you're here. Now, right there. Fire. Still not the end of the mission, but we dealt with you. Are there any more in there? There's one more in there. Would you believe there's one that hid in there? There's nothing left of the UFO, and yet still able to hide in there. Hello, standing in that same spot that you always do, eh? Well, we're just going to fire on you. And miss. I'm very tempted to launch yet another blaster bomb, but we actually, we have one. You know what? You know what? Angel needs the practice. So, we're going to use the blaster bomb again. Is there still another one? Is there really still another alien in there? I'll be very surprised. Yes, there is! One more ethereal! Darn it, they got our one and only hiding place. I must escape. You are not escaping, Mr. Ethereal. I know where you are. You're running over there. I've no idea how you survived, but you're dead now. We used way too many, blaster bombs there, but I don't care. That was funny. Just blowing up absolutely everything. We need to buy a few more smoke grenades. About 10. Should do. Right, we pretty much got nothing from that mission apart from a few corpses, some points, and a couple of piles of alien alloys. Not even that many, but that's okay. We succeeded in dealing with the mission and getting a little bit of practice with the blaster bombs. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. We want to go and let some time pass, I think. Few more hours, plus 6,536. I was wrong. Everyone's really happy with me. That's really good. That's really good indeed. Also, we probably want to have a look at... There's something about the funding nations that I want to check out. Funding. There we go. This is the list of people that are funding and how much money they're giving, for a total of 13.39 million a month. Everybody has been ridiculously happy, and so has a lot of funding. It's all just been going up and up and up. But more importantly, if we go to side training, people are going to soon gain points in psionic ability, and that's important. We also have some remaining capacity. We could start training somebody else, but at the moment we're just going to wait. Not much for us to do, but deal with this alien terror medium scout in North America. Are you going... You're going a really strange route about that, but that's okay. We have the Malartirian to deal with you. You're going over there, are you? Alien Retaliation Southeast Asia. That's a very small one. Let's deal with you. And just head over... Oh! A little too fast there. Now I get the feeling that this vessel is over here somewhere. There you are. I've found you. Let's deal with you while you give chase there. You'll eventually stop. You were caught up with. Medium scout. Now a crash-landed UFO. And we will... Yep, you're going slower now, which means we'll catch up with you. So long! We probably will never actually shoot one of those down. Ever. And when we come back, folks, contrary to what I thought, we had another absolutely fantastic month where everything went brilliantly well. Maybe at some point that will stop, but it might not. We're currently doing lots of research, and the research, if we check here, is average and average. When we get that ultimate craft, you bet we're going to be building it. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. After that is, I have assigned some of these flying suits. I don't want to forget, nope, not no armor. I don't want to forget to assign these. A flying suit there, a flying suit there, and a flying suit here. Maybe I'll actually use them. For flying, that is. Who can say? But that'll be for next time. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.